It's a pretty blustery storm outside tonight, but I'm in my library and I have a block for you this week. This week we have one block. It is my Honeycomb, number 69, called Honeycomb. And it's made out of 8 Hexies. And I will put a picture, a still shot picture, a couple of them here at the end. But it's called Honeycomb. I did mine in pinks and blues. And then I squared it up to 4.5 by 5.5. And I also did my stay stitching around the outside edge. A couple things here before we get started. I've had a couple of people wonder what I'm doing. For those in review or who are new to my channel, I am doing a sew along of 182 quilt blocks that are all different, that are 4x5, and they're all the 4x5 quilt block anthology from Carol Hopkins and Linda Koenig. And I am really enjoying this process. Although with summer, I'm not as faithful at posting the video that I should be posting every week. So this week I did a lot of traveling, and I'm going to be putting up some pictures of different places I've been and activities I've been doing. But this is the block for this week. Again, it is called number 69. It's called Honeycomb, and it is made up of these paper pieces that finish out. Sorry, I didn't get my glasses again. What is it with me and my glasses? 1/2 inch hexagon small pack of 125 pieces. You only need 8, but these are 1/2 inch hexies. But of course, if you don't cut them out yourself, you just buy them in the package. They are put out by, it just says paper pieces, pre-cut paper shapes for English paper piecing. The company is called Paper Pieces from Paducah, Kentucky. I got mine at the Corn Wagon Quilt Company. I did have a comment from a viewer. She wanted to know where I got them, if I could send her the link. I got them actually in a quilt store. I do believe in supporting your local quilt store first before you go online, but you could probably get them at Missouri Star Quilt Company. Any quilt store will have Hexie paper pieces. It's just you got to watch the size. You need 1/2 inch Hexies. I did take some pictures, and I will also post those here at the end of this. But anyway, that's my block, and I'm ready to move on. This one was a lot of hand sewing this week, and here's my back. I don't know if you can, I'll see if I can get that in there. Just little tiny stitches all the way around, and then I pressed the living daylights out of it. But this was a different type of block. It was both applique and it was paper piece Hexies, English Hexies. And then really quickly too, I am still reading my book called The Case Against Sugar by Gary Taubes, and I will do a book review on that. But I read this one this spring, The Martha Rules by Martha Stewart, and I need to return this to my library. I actually live in 2 communities here in Idaho, and I have 2 library cards. But this one I read earlier this spring, and then I checked it out again because I wanted to make some notes. But But this one she wrote while she was under house arrest, I guess you could say, after she had served some of her time in, I believe it was called Alderson. I love Martha. I especially love, maybe not so much in this time, but I love her ideas. She is such a forward thinker. And I loved her early 90s, you know, Martha Stewart living. Her cinematographer was amazing. Her foresight and her vision to how she wanted her TV show to look. Beautiful photography, beautiful video. But I've always liked Martha Stewart. She was a forward thinker. I'm a very domestic person, and I like her ideas. But this book mainly is her business ideas, and I had a lot of information, received a lot of information out of here. She has 10 rules. 10 rules that basically, in a nutshell, what's passion got to do with it? Find something that you love doing and you will never work a day in your life. My father taught me that. Ask yourself, what's the big idea? Have an idea in mind and really develop that idea. Forwards, backwards, inside out. Develop that idea into your business plan. Get a telescope, a wide-angle lens, and a microscope, and do just exactly what those objects do. Big and large, small, microscopic. Kind of look at everything with different lenses. Teach so you can learn. That's pretty self-explanatory. All dressed up and ready to grow. Ideas on how to grow your business and how to develop those ideas that you think of along the way. Quality is every day. Quality is something I truly believe in. I will buy whatever object it is, whether it's quilting supplies or fabric. I will buy from a quilt store before I will buy from Joann's or Walmart. Quality isn't everything. If it's worth doing, it's worth doing right, and it's worth doing with the right materials. So quality is every day. Build an A-team. Again, ideas on how to, if you are developing a business, how to hire people, how to sift out the good from the bad. So the pie isn't perfect. Cut it into wedges, and that I loved that chapter. It was a little bit on some of her mistakes that she learned when she was a caterer and how she worked through them. She didn't just throw up her hands and say, I'm done. She worked through them, and she was magnificent at doing it. Take risks, not changes. And the last one was also a very beautiful chapter called Make It Beautiful. And I'm a firm believer that even, I guess in the world of real estate, which I was in for about 15 to 18 years, there's a saying, location, location, location. I've kind of turned that one around, and a girlfriend in Boise and I have kind of made presentation. Whether it's sweeping your front doormat so that your home looks inviting, hanging a wreath on the door, just myriads of different things. Making sure your quilt top is good to go to the long arm quilter, and that it's square. Just make whatever it is, make it the best you can, and make it beautiful. Make it your own, and enjoy life, and let your love of life come through those objects that you are creating, whether it be a quilt, whether it be a cross-stitch piece, a knitting object, a piece of photography, a dessert for dinner. Be creative and let your personality come through that object, and do it in the best way that you can. Have a great week, and I will see you next time from Along the Continental Divide.